Lastly, I'm going to show you how to use the blend mode and create a double exposure photo. So once again, we're in Photoshop, create new, 72 pixels per inch is great. So for your example, I want you to use your own photograph, but for my example, I'm just going to use a model that I found online. So I'm going to put this mountain as a double exposure for this guy here. Make sure my background is white. I just accidentally put a brush stroke on it. So what I need to do is I'm going to turn off this layer for now, and he's a little small, so I'm going to zoom him out and kind of put him where I want him. And similar to how we cut out the girl last week, we need to use the pen tool to cut this guy out. So I'm going to do that. It doesn't have to be as accurate, I'd say, as the girl, because there is another exposure photograph that goes over him. And now what I'll do is I'll go to the path, select the path, Command-Shift-I, copy it, paste it. And here what I need to do now is I need to actually make this photo a black and white. So what I can do is I go to Image, Adjustments, Desaturate, and now he's in black and white. Remember, there's also a way to do it here, but I'm just going to use this for this photo. And now what I do is I first can move him down here and turn on the mountain layer. It needs to be a bit bigger. And press screen. So it's kind of working now. And put him where I want him to, or put the mountain to be. And what I actually did for him on his face is I brought back some of the color. So let me go show you my example. Yeah, do you see? I actually brought some of his face back because I thought it was too washed out here. And how I did that was I actually copied this layer, Command-J, brought him to the top, and created a mask. First, I started to paint where I thought that I wanted to get rid of. So let's go here, press the brush tool, start erasing this. So I want to keep his face. Let's do this. And then this might be a bit too dark, so maybe I need to kind of go back down on the opacity here. Oops. Yeah, make sure you're not here when you're painting. Something like that. And it's actually bothering me how this line here is showing a bit too much of the background, so I might go back and even edit a bit if I didn't cut it out properly. So go back to this layer, delete it. Much better. Perfect. And on my example, I actually also added the mountain in the background a bit because I thought that it was a bit too white and plain. So what I do here is I can duplicate the mountain layer, bring it to the top, make sure it's not on screen but on a different mode, like multiply or something. And similar to how you masked his face out, you will have to mask the mountain out too. So I created another mask layer, and I'm going to use the brush tool, make it bigger by pressing the square bracket, kind of mask it out where it's a bit too much. And I've obviously brought down the opacity from 100% to like 30% or something. Even 20% works for me. Might want to make sure you have it out everywhere. And there we go. That's how you create a double exposure poster with 2 photos.